Okay, hi everyone. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw the orbital overlapping diagram for sp³d hybrid by using PCL5 and also SF4 as example. Okay, so by the end of this lesson, you should be able to draw the orbital overlapping diagram for the PCL5 and also SF4. So we're going to start the PCL5. So macam biasa, so the first step before you draw the orbital overlapping diagram is by drawing the Lewis structure with exact geometry for the molecule. Okay, for PCl5, the molecular geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. And after you draw the Lewis structure with the molecular geometry, then you need to calculate the formal charge for each of the atom in the PCl5. So if you calculate the formal charge, then the formal charge on the phosphorus is equal to 0. And the formal charge for each of the chlorine in PCl5 is also equal to 0. So if you look at the Lewis structure, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sigma bond. So 5 sigma bond, 0 lone pair around the central atom. That means the hybrid on the central atom phosphorus is sp³d hybrid. So after you determine the hybrid, then we can draw the orbital diagram for the valence electron for phosphorus and also for the chlorine. Okay, so phosphorus is located in period 3 and group 15. Okay, that means phosphorus have 5 valence electron, and the 5 valence electron will occupy the 3s and 3p orbital. So 2 of the electron will occupy 3s and 3 of the orbital will occupy 3p. Okay, so if you look at the Lewis structure, okay, we have 5 sigma bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember that if you have 5 sigma bond, that means you need to have 5 unpaired electron during the excited state in order to form the hybrid. However, if you look at the ground state of the phosphorus, we only have 3. Okay, we only have 3 unpaired electron. Okay, in order to create a 5 unpaired electron, so we need to excite one of the electron from the 3s to the 3D, empty 3D orbital. Okay, so kita kena excitekan dia. So now the 3s only have one orbital, sorry, one electron. The 3p have 3 unpaired electron. Okay, and the 3D have 1 unpaired electron. Okay, so now you have 5 unpaired electrons, so we can form the hybrid. Since the hybrid around the central atom phosphorus is sp³d hybrid, okay, that means we need to mix 1s orbital, 3p orbital, and 2d orbital to form sp³d. So, 3, the s orbital come from 3s, the electron for the p orbital come from the 3p. Okay, and another one come from the 3d. So this one, since only one of the d orbital will form the hybrid, the rest we call it as an unhybridized 3d orbital. So unhybridized and we don't have any more electrons, so kita biarkan je dia sebagai kosong. Okay, so for the chlorine, okay, chlorine ini ada formal charge equal to 0. So that means there's no addition or removal of the electron. Okay, so that means the chlorine ground state ini akan ada 7 valence electron. Okay, 2 of the valence electron will occupy 3s and 5 of the valence electron will occupy the 3p orbital. Okay, so now we can draw the orbital overlapping diagram for the PCl5. Okay, so remember that the PCl5, the P is sp³d hybrid, so the geometry is trigonal bipyramidal with 2 bond angles. So 120 between equatorial and 90 degree between axial and equatorial. So in order to draw easily, so first draw the equatorial lobe dulu. So kita draw dulu lobe yang ada dekat equatorial position. Okay, so that mean we have 1, okay, 2, 3. Okay, and then you need to draw the lobe that located in the axial position. So we have 1, okay, and we have 2. Okay, so make sure you label the atom phosphorus and label the lobe. The lobe is sp³d hybrid. sp3d, 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 and sp3d. And then you need to draw the pair electron. Okay, kita akan draw elektron yang berpasangan. Okay, so we know that the chlorine, okay, the electron that we overlap with the phosphorus itu datang daripada 3p orbital, and the shape of the 3p orbital is dumbbell. So you need to draw dumbbell shape, okay, that will overlap with the hybrid sp3d. So this is Cl. So this is from the 3p orbital. This one you label as a sigma. Okay, same goes with this. Okay, dia akan overlap dengan 3p orbital. So Cl ini sigma. So same goes with this one. So 3p Cl sigma. Okay, same goes with this. Okay, this one Cl, label the orbital 3p, label sigma. Okay, and same goes with this. Okay, so label 3p and label the sigma. Okay, so this is the orbital overlapping diagram for the PCl5. Okay, proceed to the next example, which is SF4. So if we draw the structure of SF4, the geometry is going to be distorted tetrahedral, or also commonly known as seesaw. Okay, if you count the number of sigma bonds, so we have 4 sigma bond around the central atom and 1 lone pair, so the total is 5. So if the total is 5, then the hybrid is going to be sp3d hybrid around the sulfur atom. Okay, now we can draw the orbital diagram for the valence. Okay, sulfur is in group 16, period 3. That means sulfur will have 6 valence electron. So 2 of the electron will occupy 3s and another 4 will occupy the 3p. Okay, if you look at the structure, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 sigma bond. That means you need to have 4 unpaired electron. Okay, we need to have 4 unpaired electron, and we have 1 lone pair on the central atom. That means we need to have 1 pair of electron. Okay, now if you look at the orbital diagram for the ground state, okay, orbital diagram of the ground state, we only have 2 unpaired electron. So macam mana nak jadikan dia sebagai 4 unpaired electron? We're going to excite one of the electron daripada 3p ini pergi kepada 3d. So kita akan excitekan dia. So now the 3s maintain ada 2. So the 3p akan jadi 3 unpaired and 3d have 1 unpaired electron. So kalau awak tengok, in order to form the hybrid, dia kena ada 1 lone pair, 4 unpaired. So 1 lone pair, 4 unpaired. So now awak dah boleh jadikan dia sebagai hybrid sp3d. Okay, so sp3d, so mana kita kena gabungkan 1s, 3p, 1d orbital. Okay, so 3s ni masih ada 2 elektron. So 3p, 3 unpaired electron, and d 1 unpaired electron. So d orbital ni kosong dah. Sebab kosong, sebab ini awak tengok 4 ni pun tak ada elektron. So dia maintain kosong. Okay, for the phosphorus ground state, phosphorus is located in period 2, group 17. So that means have 7 valence electron. So this one is going to be 2 electron, and this one you're going to have 5 electron. Okay, so this electron yang akan form sigma bond dengan sulfur. Okay, this yang akan form sigma bond dengan fluorine, this one dengan sulfur. This one akan jadi lone pair on the sulfur. Kita refer balik kepada kita punya Lewis structure. Okay, now kita boleh lukis. Okay, kalau awak tengok, okay, macam saya kata tadi, before you draw the orbital overlapping diagram, you need to make sure that the shape is similar to the shape of the molecular geometry. So, location of the lone pair on the molecular geometry itu kalau awak tengok, okay, this lone pair is located on the equatorial position. So that means when you draw the orbital overlapping diagram, the lone pair also need to be drawn on the equatorial position. Tak boleh dekat axial. Tak boleh dekat axial. Sebab awak punya shape orbital overlapping diagram mesti selari dengan shape waktu awak buat molecular geometry. Okay, so we draw the sp3d hybrid. Okay, sp3d hybrid for sulfur. So you need to draw the equatorial position first. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we draw the axial. 1 and 2. Okay, so label sp³d. Okay, label each lobe with the name of the hybrid. Okay, sp³d. And this one also sp³d. Okay, and then draw the pair electron. Okay, so and then kita akan draw dia punya orbital of the fluorine. Okay, kalau awak tengok orbital of the fluorine tu yang akan overlap adalah datang daripada 2p orbital. Okay, so 2p orbital the shape is dumbbell. Okay, so the shape of the 2p is dumbbell. So kita akan lukis dumbbell on the ni. So the so this is 2p, this is F, and then this one you need to label sigma bond. Okay, so you need to label this sebagai sigma bond. Okay, same goes with this one. Okay, label 2p, label element itu label overlapping dia sebagai sigma. Okay, this one also. So draw 2p. Okay, label element, label overlapping. Okay, same goes. Okay, with this one. Okay, with this one, dia akan jadi 2p, 2pf, and this one also label as sigma. Okay, this one awak kena biarkan kosong sebab kalau awak tengok Lewis structure, lone pair itu akan terletak dekat equatorial position. So that's why ini adalah lone pair yang untuk sulfur. Lone pair untuk sulfur. So this is the orbital overlapping diagram for the SF4 molecule. Okay, and I think that's all for today's lesson. So in next video, I'm going to show you how to draw the orbital overlapping diagram for the sp³d2 hybrid. Okay, so thank you everyone.